Welcome to Listeners Pro. So in today's section, we'll deal with Calcutta University's UG third semester. We already have been done with Calcutta University first and second semester syllabus. Those who hadn't watched it, please go and watch it. Okay, now today we'll be discussing third semester syllabus of Calcutta University. And just wait, we'll be beginning soon. Okay. So those who are new to Listeners Pro, please subscribe it. Subscription will help you to get notification on time regarding new videos. Okay. So we had done till second semester, and today we'll be doing third semester. Okay. So just wait. Once it is there, we'll be beginning. Okay, so that's there. So semester 3 impart primary knowledge about English drama. Okay, so semester 3 will impart knowledge regarding English drama. Semester 1 was imparting knowledge regarding English poetry. Semester 2 was imparting knowledge regarding English prose, and the third one is drama. So basically you are seeing it's maintaining chronology, because in the history of English literature came first poetry, then came prose, and then the drama. Okay, so we are going chronologically. So in order to study drama, what are the things you have been given? History of English drama, William Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice, then G.B. Shaw, and the Man, then James Sinjay, Riders to the Sea. So little bit I will say regarding drama, then we will see what are the text there. So the drama has a long history, and you have to know little bit regarding this, because you are supposed to know. If you know history of poetry, that how it started, then now you are supposed to know the history of drama. Although once I am done with this syllabus and all, I'll go topic wise. Before starting William Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice, one day I'll take class on this history of English drama, where I'll say how drama had a long history, how it used to be performed in a church, and it used to be like a play which is to be known as mystery and miracle play. Okay, because it used to be done in churches, and the theme is to be quite liturgical. Okay, so biblical themes used to be there, and on that place is to be themed on or performed in a church. Okay, so this is the mystery and miracle play. Then came morality plays, and then after the interlude, and then what we are getting as a perfect play or a drama. So the history is necessary to know along with the time period of it, and along with most famous examples, be it Everyman and others. So we'll be dealing with the drama one class. I'll give you a clear-cut history of a drama. Okay, so then there's, you have to know the William Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice. William Shakespeare had written so many comedies and so many tragedies. One of the most famous play of his Merchant of Venice. Although I would always recommend to read other plays of his which are most famous, even famous, more famous than Merchant of Venice, like Hamlet, King Lear, Othello, then Macbeth. But still your syllabus says to read Merchant of Venice. We'll be dealing with Merchant of Venice, and along with I'll give you a brief into two other plays which I mentioned, because these are also very important and very interesting and mind-blowing writing. So there you are getting another name, G.B. Shaw, and the Man. So G.B. Shaw, one of the most famous play is and the Man. Okay, so we are supposed to read that thing too in order to understand how modern plays are. Okay, because William Shakespeare plays in Renaissance, it's not modern, but G.B. Shaw's one is modern. So we are supposed to know the history of it. Then James Sinjay, Riders to the Sea. James Sinjay is an Irish nationalist, so his Riders to the Sea is very important, and there you get environmental perspective too, so it's most important. So little bit I would say, I would comment on that 4 topics you have been given in the semester 3. One is that history of English drama, which is necessary to understand drama. Second is Shakespeare. Without reading Shakespeare, you never can understand drama. He had given such a place to drama. It is being said that comedy is his instinct, and tragedy is his talent or his skill. Such way he was good in both comedies and tragedies. Then G.B. Shaw, and the Man. Then James Sinjay, Riders to the Sea. Riders to the Sea, if you read, then you can come to know how sea has been depicted both in the way it was a kind of a challenge to that traditional thought the sea is a kind of a savior, and that thought was being challenged because the environment has been in such a situation now, and that's the counter attack by environment now going on. That's the sea which is taking life after life, and that's a very nice play. I will make a very detailed video on it, that what the story is regarding how the main character loses every children of her due to that that flood and all that the that thing which was going on the play. Everything will talk, and in this regard you'll be noticing one thing, that earlier in the poetry section we got what W.B. Yeats, okay, who was Irish nationalist too, and there we got James N.J. So this is what we are getting. That's a very small information, but this is very necessary, okay. Then the second section, American literature. So American literature, what we are getting, Robert Frost, then we are getting Walt Whitman, Oh Captain, My Captain, Sylvia Plath Daddy, Langston Hughes, Harlem. So little bit I would say, so American literature roughly started from 1783, because before that it was colonized. So that's why you have been given American literature just after drama, okay. So understand that thing, okay. You can write it down in your pen and paper. So Robert Frost, After Apple Picking. So it's most famous writing by Robert Frost. Robert Frost, another most important famous writing and poetries are this one, like Stopping by on a Snowy Evening and Road Not Taken. Okay, note down again. And then Walt Whitman, Oh Captain, My Captain is the most important writing by Walt Whitman. Okay, so that's then Sylvia Plath Daddy is another most famous by Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath written so many poetry collection. One is Ariel, which is most famous, and Daddy is one poem from that poetry collection, Ariel. Then Langston Hughes, Harlem. Langston Hughes, one of the most important name in Harlem Renaissance. Okay, now you have to know what is Harlem Renaissance. So see, one term take you to where. So Harlem Renaissance is a kind of a rejuvenation, a rebirth of interest in African literature, culture, and that's what Harlem Renaissance. That you get long list of names. It's not just Langston Hughes. Other names are available. We'll deal with this too. Then there are novel section. Ernest Hemingway available, and The Old Man and the Sea. Ernest Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea had been given to you, but in our time it used to be Arms and the Man. Okay, both will deal with. Both are important. Then story section. Edgar Allan Poe and Pardon Later. Edgar Allan Poe, Pardon Later given. Edgar Allan Poe is one of the most important short story writer, and he had written so many texts, and these are related to detective stories. Pardon Later is a detective short story. Okay, we'll deal with this too. William Faulkner, Dry September. William Faulkner, most important American author. He had won Nobel Prize too, and Dry September is one of the best writing of his. We'll deal with this. This is a short story, Dry September. Okay, so then drama section, Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman. So Arthur Miller is one of the most important American dramatist, and his Death of a Salesman is one of the most famous drama of his, along with All My Sons. Okay, we'll be dealing with this too. Then there are semester 4 starting, and suggestive reading are being given, like What is an America by St. John. Then Frederick Douglass, narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, and then Henry David Thoreau, Battle of the Ants, and so many are there. We'll be doing suggestive reading too once we are done with the text. And then I hope you understood what we got. We got in a third semester drama. There we got who Shakespeare, Machino Venice, G.B. Shaw, Arms and the Man, James Singer, Rider to the Sea, along with the history of English drama. And then second part of it, we got American literature. There Robert Frost, Walt Whitman, Sylvia Plath, Langston Hughes. Okay, and then novel section, Ernest Hemingway, and then story, Edgar Allan Poe, William Faulkner, and drama, Arthur Miller. These are the name we got. In next video, I'll make a detailed note and detailed video on one of the author here. Maybe I'll start with Shakespeare, Merchant of Venice. Okay, I'll do textual analysis of it. I'll do thematic analysis too. What are the most important theme? I'll do previous year questions paper analysis too, and then I'll be seeing that whole text from other exams point of view to nail set and all. So those who are new to Lit Notes Pro, please subscribe. Subscription will help you to get notification on time. Okay, and please if you have any queries, anything, you can write it in the comment section. and share it please, and thank you.